long this attention on me will last. I think you should be doing what you're doing. If I reconnect with Amanda, you're a talent even though you help with content. Talent is meant to be your priority. I'm more so bothered Yvonne hasn't stepped up more. Things could get a lot better, and that offline TV is no longer her priority. When I really thought about it, like, why did we hire Amanda? I see. When Yvonne is supposed to be Amanda, but in the house. Yeah, I feel you on that. To be honest, though, I thought you were cool with her going the route when we moved. Like, she started a YouTube and everything because you and us were cool with it, remember? I'ma just come into your room, bump, hi. No. I don't remember the exact context. We agreed,
like using
content creation was not the route that she,
4,000 gold.
But that she likes to stream on the side, but offline TV is the main thing. But now it's like sponsor deals, YouTube channel, etc. It's very weird in my opinion.
Do I have any...
Yeah, I feel like she's definitely the direction where she's leaning toward content creation. To be honest, we didn't make that clear though. Dude, the sad thing here, I'm sorry, if we go back and read this, Fed is actually standing so fucking hard right now for Yvonne. Like, Fed is actually trying so hard to, like, keep Yvonne in some area where she's still with offline TV, and, like, Poki is just...
Hi.
Hold on, I'm muting. Or you should be muted. Hold on 1 second.
Nothing here should attack me because this place is
He
fine.
got fired for this.
What does this cost? Wooden. Okay. Yeah, so I just need wood.
Okay.
Like, it's basically, like, that's literally what
We
I'm just
agreed,
doing.
like, content creation was not the route, but that she likes to stream on the side, but offline TV is the main thing. But now it's like sponsor deals, YouTube channel, etc. It's very weird in my opinion. Yeah, it feels like she's definitely in a direction where she's leaning towards content creation. To be honest, we didn't make that clear, though. At least I don't think we didn't. But despite that, I do agree that we need fucking
trackers
help right now, and now would have been a good moment to step up. I guess, like,
powerful villagers
I
who
just
gather
dislike this
fast.
organization and efficiency, and that's what I feel.
Oh, I need
hear
population.
that. So I think we need to get together.
Hey, come over here and fuck these guys up.
And make some
Shoot
solid
them over the
decisions
wall.
as a group, or else the decisions will force themselves onto us down the road. For example, if we got someone to help manage, what happens to Yvonne? Isn't that a weird thought? Yeah, true.
Basically, the plan
Yeah,
is
we'll
to
talk
slowly
things out
skirmish
tomorrow
them
at
down.
meeting. You talk to Toast Scara about it? Question mark. Talking to Toast right now. We know we want / need help, but I don't think we know about what to do in regards to Yvonne.
Stop it.
Yeah, I think we just need to tell her what we want. Yeah, I'm wondering what you guys want. I mean, to be honest, all I think about is what I'm lacking. I haven't thought about her business too much. I'll think about it tonight, though. Oh, keys, sup. Then DMs to Lily. Do you have 5 minutes to text chat? Yes. So, quarantine has made it very apparent that offline TV isn't really leader priorities. Oh, wait, is this between Lily and Iman?
Uh-oh. See, I walked all the way around.
Wait, how do you know this?
There's like an
Lily
extra.
and Iman
There's another
and
entrance.
not
Well, it seems like it'd be a different person. It's a different type of phone, right?
Yeah, wait, never. Oh, wait, never
Oh
mind.
my God,
These
what
are
the
the
fuck is this
pictures
guy
that
going?
were linked up here. Never mind. Okay, I understand. He's just showing the pictures that.
Oh my God! Come murder all these fucking losers.
All right. I show these DMs because they further show I had no interest in seeing Yvonne fired. If I truly wanted her out, I wouldn't go as far as to defend the decision we had both agreed on 6 months earlier. Okay, Fed is actually. Oh my God, I feel like really fucking bad. I feel really bad for Fed because Fed feels like he got fucking Stockholm syndrome here. Because Fed is like ultra cucking himself. Like, look, like, I don't think I wanted to get Yvonne fired. Like, no, that wasn't even what Fed was doing. Fed was actually like fucking standing for and defending Yvonne behind the scenes. He's like, well, hold on. We didn't actually tell her that we didn't want her to be talent. Like, we didn't actually make that clear. Like, Fed is actually like, Fed isn't just like, it's not that I didn't want to.
He reached the
actually,
Imperial
like,
Age.
defending for and
Holy
representing
shit.
her interests behind the scenes against Poki, who's going around.
Yeah, I do
talking
fuck
to
his
every
army
other
up though,
member,
really hardcore
trying
though.
to get them all to agree to kick fucking Yvonne out of the house. Like, Holy
Where do
shit.
these guys come from? Dojo.
However, he still might have groped her, so. What is that Dave Chappelle shit? Skit? Sometimes he saves, sometimes he... Okay, but that's not... Okay, anyway. Let us continue on. Okay, these are more of these DMs. Oh, we're nearing the end. Conclusions of Poki's stream. I want to make it clear, I spent months debating on whether or not to release this because I know... let's think about this in the other way, because we're taking Fed's side pretty hard. It could be possible that Fed has had such a bad interaction with Yvonne that Fed is worried that if Yvonne gets fired, she's going to go public with their altercation. It is possible that Fed feels it, and that's why he's trying to keep her on board. That could be possible. It's hard to know 100%. Fed comes
Mark these
off
villagers.
a lot more emotionally here than Poki, who seems a lot more calculated. So I'm more likely to side with Fed. But it could also be that Fed is hiding his more Machiavellian tendencies, that we haven't seen his manipulation as much.
Oh fuck!
He's
Don't
hiding
chase
that.
inside the
But,
village.
oof.
You're getting fucked
The
up by
big
that.
problem that we have right now is I don't know if Fed has lied about anything he said in the past, but Poki has big credibility problems now because she absolutely lied about the extent of her relationship with Fed. Which
Fuck.
changes a lot of what she said. And
Let's get musketeers,
she
dog.
absolutely lied about Fed wanting Yvonne gone. That seems to be a big push on Poki. So Poki has huge credibility problems now and has engaged in incredibly calculatedly cold behavior. So it hurts anything reading from her. Whereas Fed stuff seems to be pretty off, like he wears his heart on his sleeve. It seems harder to imagine that he could be hiding shit. But he could also be like a master manipulator. But I don't think he's old enough to be like that fucked in the head. But anyway, okay. Scrolling down. Overall, though, it's clear to me that she was...
Oh, wait, fuck this.
Okay, I'm sorry. Conclusions of Poki's stream. I want to make it clear. Hold on one second. I want to make it clear. I spent months debating on whether or not to release this because I know how much pain it might cause everyone involved. I know this will in no way clear my name, but it's been hard to sleep at night when I know there's so much misinformation and spiteful narratives against me out there were carried out by people I once considered family. I know I'm an imperfect person who has made mistakes, but never have I ever wanted to intentionally hurt anyone. I'm working on growing and becoming more aware of my actions.
Talking about extra spacing helps avoid cannon fire. Default
Overall, though,
range.
it's clear to me
Oh fuck!
Yvonne and Lily's statement to cover up her own
They're coming in my butthole.
about not making enough effort to make or maintain friendships. As I look through all of the streams that were made about me, not including Yvonne's and Lily's, it's abundantly evident that she was at the center of collecting information about me and passing that info on to our friends with little
Okay,
care
I'm
for accuracy.
finna lose. So, all right.
He reached out to me until Poki reached out to me like a week ago, and she like prodded for information.
Polian got
Like,
fucked.
hey,
I
you
fucked
have,
this
like,
guy,
any
but
experiences
Akbar
with
here.
Fed, by the way?
Holy shit.
Until-
He went big. I did wall him off really nicely though.
She
Like
can
this
help
is
them
good.
twist and align their stories with
This is
the
a
narrative
good
she's trying to
like block
fabricate.
here, but he
It
just
appears
walked
that
his
she has
army
some
around,
resentment over what me and her had.
which is fine.
What is this?
I just had no options of attack at all.
Very recent. Mind you, this was very recent, and this was the first time
Nice.
I opened up about my past experiences with Fed to all the girls in our friend circle, and this led to everyone slowly opening up about their negative experiences with Fed. Mind you, I felt like it was a good enough time to talk about my resentment because it was way past everything that happened.
So she kind of makes it sound like, oh, we were all just randomly talking and this kind of came out. But in reality, she was actually mining information behind the scenes. God damn, dude. I wish I was in my early 20s again. This shit is crazy. No, I don't. We're past this. We've grown past this. But fuck, this is like, she's on like some Death Note level shit, dude. This must have been She might not be as fucked in the head as I am, but this would be very exciting to gather all the information, to get all of your ducks in a row, to know that you're about to fire off like 3 or 4 massive fucking lies, but you know that you have a few truths bundled with it to give it credibility. You know that the credibility of the other person is going to be destroyed, and you've gotten a whole bunch of people to corroborate your view behind the scenes with the things that are true, so it's going to make the false statement seem even more credible. There's so much work going into this. This is like the anti-Fed manifesto that is being prepared and launched, and it was... Oh my goodness. Whew. Okay. I also want to mention that on stream, she was pretty supportive about me getting help and changing. Yet a month later, I posted a photo on Instagram captioning it, "I'm working on myself." 1 hour later, she unfollowed me off all social media. And 2 hours later, she posted this tweet with comments taken straight from my post. It seems she's less interested in seeing me change and more interested in seeing me canceled. Doing okay, focusing on my health, mental, and character, working on changing for the better. This will take time. See you soon. In this industry, a girl fucks up. What a fake bitch. A worthless piece of shit. Also asshole. A guy fucks up. Oh my god, King, don't worry. Everyone makes mistakes. Oh, and in the end, she's undone by her own desire to fucking subtext and subtweet on fucking social media because she can't fucking help herself. Oh my god. There are insults born on this day, ladies and gentlemen. We must be careful. We're gonna have
Squad W.
We're gonna have female. Don't be a misuser ever. We're going to have Female Appreciation Week, okay? We're going to fly through Peach's base and appreciate all of her stuff. We're going to bring on Lily VODs because, oh my god. The saddest thing about all of this, so I already made my one prediction earlier. You can write that down, put it on a note, and take it to the bank. Here is my second prediction. Nothing actually that bad is going to come out of this. This is all like interpersonal relationship drama. Poki's not going to like lose a sponsor or any of this. People who shit talk are more on the internet for it probably, but like nothing that bad is going to happen. But Fed actually got royally fucked from this. Fed got ultra fucked. He lost offline TV and like everything that he had in terms of content creation. But yeah, damn. It's insane how the best of people can turn out to be massive snakes. Quoted from our own queen. What?
Are you saying Pokimane is Kira?
No, stop. Okay, stop. Okay. Continuing on. It seems she's less interested in seeing me change and more interested in seeing me cancel. The intervention aftermath. I just want to quickly mention all the steps I took after the intervention. As a house, they agreed that they didn't want to see me burn, that I was going to release my own statement with everyone's approval. When the intervention happened, I took it very seriously. Ooh, this might have been another reason why Poki thought that nothing would happen. Like, I'm gonna roast the shit out of you afterwards, but we're still gonna bring you in after, and we're all gonna be chill, so we can all move past it. This might have been the reason why she felt like she didn't need to delete everything, and why she felt like she could get away with it, because of the intervention after. I was so sorry and remorseful. Also, to be clear, it sounds like Fed legitimately crossed boundaries with Poki and Yvonne, but it doesn't sound like he's making any excuses for that. Maybe he should be more apologetic about it here. Maybe he will in the coming pages. But it sounds like he just, like, everything with Yvonne, it sounds like he knows she fucked up. Like, yeah. But when the intervention happened, I took it all very seriously. I was so sorry and remorseful. I went back to my room feeling lost, scared, alone, and in complete shock. I called 3 people and told them what everyone at the intervention had told me and what I was going to do moving forward. I would say things like, I'm obviously going to get help and step down from offline TV projects, and I'm going to need a new place to stay, things that were on my mind that I had to think about. Some of them felt bad for me, one of them thought it was all ridiculous, and it was never my intention to have them feel that way towards my actions. I called them because I didn't know who else to call and wanted someone to tell me it was going to be okay. I guess word got out of these calls, and people at the intervention saw it as me trying to defend myself or not giving them the full picture. This was never the case or intention ever. I was only looking for comfort, and they gave me that. From what I can tell, they deduced from these calls that I wasn't trying to change or taking things seriously. It hurts to know how quickly they came to this conclusion, knowing full well the gravity of the situation and how little effort there was to talk directly to me. All the while I was writing my statement, I had 6 or 7 drafts going back and forth with offline TV. I scheduled therapy and told them about it. I also temporarily left the house to stay at my brother's place so Yvonne would feel more comfortable. From what I understood, the more they talked to people I had called, the more they began to think that I wasn't changing and only cared about my image. About 3 days later, as I'm
Let's destroy the book, I
draft
forget.
statement, I get a message from offline TV that Yvonne is going to release her own statement in 15 minutes. My own statement was now deemed worthless, and I had 15 minutes to chalk up a tweet response to her statement. It's really sad looking back now. I really wanted to work on a statement everyone was good with, but because to them, it looked like I was trying to defend myself, not giving the full picture, not taking things seriously based on other
Yeah, you just gotta
people's
level
phone
up for
calls, all came
everything in
down
this
like
tree.
this. A really bad game of telephone. Speculation alert, speculation alert. Everything I say in the next
Oh,
few
yep,
minutes
the
might be
argument for
totally
name
fucking
is
wrong,
gone.
Okay, I'm going by very limited information. Feels like what was happening was, after the intervention, Poki especially, thought that Fed was just going to say, okay, everybody, I fucked up, I'm sorry, and move on with it, and they were okay. But they were worried, Poki especially, that Fed wasn't releasing his apology statement. And it almost feels like she thought that she had like a kill switch behind the scenes. Like, listen, Fed, you accept it. You accept that you were wrong in all of this, right? You better apologize. You better release it. Wait a second. Are you going to argue with some of our claims? Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean you're going to like make it 7th draft post? What are you working on? Nope, fuck you. We're dropping the Yvonne bomb. We're dropping it public, and now you're fucked. Get the fuck out. That's what it feels like happened. Now, I don't know that. I can't know that. There might have been other things in the works behind the scenes. It's hard to know, but that's what it feels like happened. They were worried that Fed would, I say they, but mainly Poki was probably worried that Fed was about to release a statement that would contradict some of the narrative, so they just launched the fucking nuke. The Yvonne bomb dropped, and now Fed is fucked. That's what it feels like. But might not be the case. It could have been other things going on that we're not privy to behind the scenes as well. I really wanted to work on a statement that everyone was good with, because to them it looked like I was trying to defend myself and not giving the full picture and not taking things seriously based on other people's phone calls. It all came down like this. A really bad game of telephone.
Okay, well, I want to keep the book, so.
Overall, it's clear Poki and I had a very volatile relationship. And I'm certainly guilty of being inconsiderate, oversharing, and breaking her trust. But I hope this new
Okay,
information
so
sheds
what
light
you do
on
is you
my
open the
side of
book.
things and gives a lot of much needed
You read the
context
book.
that wasn't initially provided. Fed is still Stockholm syndrome. Fed's mind got
Read the Path of
yo-yoed
Might.
into fucking
You do this.
oblivion
Take this. You drop the book.
by the Poki. Holy shit.
You wait.
Would not be this considerate to her. That's
No,
what
he doesn't realize how fucked he got. It's really hard. Well, because we should always be self-interested in life, so we should be asking like, okay, well, what did I do wrong? That's a good approach, but it's also good. It's really good to take responsibility for any decision that you can make, right? This is why when we talk about driving all the time, I don't really care. Following the rules of the road is like a level 1. Like that's like what you learn in school. What you really should be doing is defensive driving. Don't drive like you need to follow the rules of the road. Drive like other people won't. You need to be
True.
driving like, hey, like before you drive across an intersection, look left and right, even if you have a green light.
Yep. Even if the other green light. True.
My aunt and uncle actually were literally just killed in a car accident
True.
like 3 months ago.
Oh.
They drove into an intersection, green light. Somebody ran the light, split his truck in half, and they both died instantly. Yeah, like Fed is looking at this like, okay, yeah, maybe I
Oh.
broke her trust, blah 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 blah. But truly, the person with all of the power in this situation was like Poki. She knew that she had Fed like 1,000,000% wrapped around her finger, and she just absolutely like fucked his head so fucking hard. Reading those texts in December where she was like, oh my god, dude, I actually cringe. Like I am instantly like summoned back to my 15-year-old self in high school, like watching myself getting mind fucked by some girl that like knows that she fucking owns my head. Oh my god, how fucking horrible. Different aunt and uncle or the Omaha uncle? It was the one in Omaha. I thought it was way longer. It might have been like a year ago, maybe not a few months ago. Listen, this COVID-19 shit has like fucked my perception of time hard.
I don't feel like it was a
Last
couple
year
months
was
ago.
completely gone. But okay. Never at any point was I trying to be manipulative or keep Poki from making friends. I never wanted Yvonne fired.
The wagon porn.
Actually,
How much damage
Poki
did my
was
weapon
trying
do
to
now?
keep Fed from making friends. If we look at the text where Poki's like, oh, that girl talking about you on stream, she brought you up like twice in like 2 minutes, and I left. I was done. Like, damn, dude. Poki was actually the one trying to get Fed from making friends, assuming that those texts weren't faked, which I guess is possible Fed made them up. It seems highly unlikely, but I never wanted Yvonne fired. Horrifies me. Oh, and Poki wanted Yvonne fired. Horrifies me for how much and for how long misinformation about me and my career has been out there. Like I said, there are some issues I'm working on. I feel I've already made a lot of progress. I only hope that one day I can be the man I could have been. I could have never been before all of this. I really wish I didn't have to show text or DMs that this is something I'm profoundly against.
I love how massive the Shrine of
Important
Azura is.
person in my life for years, for her to manipulate the narrative the way she did in public, no choice because I am not the person she described. TLDR. I want to defend myself where possible, just giving context to things I felt were necessary for my peace. I'm sober, and in therapy. I have learned a lot about myself and my issues. I'm working very hard to address what causes these issues. My relationship with Poki was a lot more complicated than we were just close. I didn't try to manipulate our friends to get them to hate Poki. Poki's relationship with just friends was professional. She used me as a scapegoat for not becoming friends with him. She isolated herself from him. She also used him as a scapegoat for Yvonne. I told some people that we had a thing, and I felt I was being honest. He probably did feel he was being honest. However, it was wrong because I broke her trust and privacy. Nah, I don't think he was that much in the wrong there. He was like literally being mindfucked. I never tried to get Yvonne fired because of the incident between us, but Poki later does for other reasons. I also want to add I've made similar statements for others, not Yvonne or Lily, and these statements include apologies, but also dispute some claims they made in their streams, while offering explanations from my point of view. Currently, I have not decided whether or not to post it. Oof.
It's a troll over there. I was like, why is this music still happening? I thought I killed everything.
Well.
I feel like that last statement there is kind of a don't fire back or I'll go even harder. That's definitely what that's for, right?
Well, this might actually be related to other women that made weird claims too.
Absolutely fucking wrecked.
Small personal update. Not going to sugarcoat it. The last few months have been some of the most dark, challenging, and loneliest periods of my life. The silver lining is there's been newfound appreciation for all the small things in life that I previously brushed under the rug. As for my future endeavors, I don't plan to return to streaming such content-related projects until I'm someone that I know I can be proud of. And this will take time. There's one thing I've learned throughout all of this is that talking through your emotions is very powerful. I urge everyone reading not to bottle things up. Don't be afraid to seek help/therapy. With patience and effort, you can change your life and perspective for the better.
To be 20 years old again.
Jesus.
Not curiosity, but fate has led you. Azura has given me the gift of foresight. You have been chosen to be her child. You must go to a fortress.
For the record,
It is
an
cryptic,
anonymous
I know,
Twitter account.
But Azura's signs are
Well, I say
never
anonymous,
wrong.
but it was just like a random like names and letters or whatever. DM me the
Believe the
link to
force.
this, by the way. It was not Peach. That was a meme.
Maybe.
But, yeah, holy shit.
I hear a cool guy runs that Twitter account.
To winter forces and ask Bane this elven.
Cap it off with he's still a piece of shit. Yeah, whatever he did with Lily and Yvonne was obviously fucked. But, man, the real thing that sucks here too is that all of offline TV completely let Poki throw Fed totally under the bus. Damn.
Well, they're probably going to defend her too. Now
What?
Moving forward as well.
What are the chances that this is fake?
I mean, with all the text messages and everything, this would be such a
From, like,
high
super
level.
Wait, there was a
elaborate
screenshot
fanfiction?
of Fed being in your Twitch chat saying, "Yikes, bro, why leak this?" So I think that's.
I think that was
implicitly-
edited, no?
Was it?
Just look at the logs.
I'm pretty sure it was edited.
Oh,
It's a callback to like one of
yes, I know
Joe's.
it's a callback.
Not the Yars Longhouse. She's in the fucking.
Oh yeah.
Very much so.
Um,
He's in the
I'm
inn.
just
I remember
confused
who
how
it is.
someone could get access to this.
Yeah, bro.
damn. Destiny's heart just dropped to his stomach. Wait for what? Oh, I don't think this is fake.
My days at the college
I really don't know like what
essential.
else to say about
Was
this.
it the college?
Michael Reeves was also in
You're
chat.
working with
Lily's-
the
oh
Daedra?
yeah, they might all be watching.
Right.
Hello, offline.
Now
TV.
tell me the one about the Argonian
Um,
maid and the lusty.
I guess it's a little disappointing that nobody like spoke up against
Just
Poki,
calm
but I also
down.
know that Poki is also like
What
very
do you
powerful
know
behind the
about
scenes,
soldiers?
so I'm sure that she can exert a lot of
They are.
pressure, and it can be hard.
Azur,
But
some of
yeah,
us
I don't know.
wanted to
I don't really have
find
much.
out.
I mean, I guess I'm
I
like
was
a little
working under
disappointed,
Malin
but
Varen then.
this
If
has
only
happened
we
in the
knew what
past,
he was
so it's
really
not
about.
very surprising to me.
Malin wanted it.
Yeah.
Look, I don't care who
Well.
asked you to find the star, but don't take it back to Azura.
I really don't know if there's like
Daedra
much else
keys.
to comment
They're the
about.
reason
Like,
Malin went insane.
Yeah, but the problem is that I don't like soul trapping human beings away for
Poki
eternity.
Is, I'm just moving on. I'm not commenting on this. I've said all I need to say.
yeah.
I mean,
So yeah, Poki. So the Poki will not make a formal complaint going line by line. She won't. Poki will probably say something along the lines of, there were some things said. I don't want to argue about my personal life. And if she's listening, if you're listening, this is a good public statement to make. Even though I'm telling you right now what it would be, this is like your best public statement. Is to say, there's been information released about me, about my personal life from somebody that we previously parted ways with offline TV. That person is engaged in conduct that was unacceptable. We all acknowledge that, and he doesn't deny any of that. I'm not interested in bringing out details of my personal life and arguing them in public. I think that we've all moved on past that by now, and I think it's better for us to just put it behind us and continue to move on. I wish Fed the best of luck, and I know that he feels the same about us, and then move forward. Like, that's like the... that's like the best case.
That's like the business response.
Is that Yvonne person still streaming and active?
I think she's actually like doing decently. I thought she actually got to like masters.
Okay, well, if that person is still active and around and streaming, I don't think that you can get by without addressing that part. Because
No, she doesn't need to. She doesn't need to, because even if the thing is that I think Yvonne is in chat. Hi, Yvonne, I love you. Or you seem like a cool person. I've never had a bad interaction with you before, and I've never heard anything bad about you before either. I just want to get that out. Sorry. The problem is that it's very hard when somebody behind the scene has so much more power and leverage than you. You're never going to come out and contradict them. So even if this is all true, and even if Yvonne knew this was true, I don't think she would ever say anything publicly, because she knows that Poki would fuck for it, or she would like completely burn that bridge. That's not something they'd ever be willing to do. That would be like my guess. Even if they could, they would. Right?
Yeah, no, I'm saying more towards Poki. Like, isn't she going to be known as like Liamon moving forward here when she basically says that?
No, because the thing is that Fed did really bad things that he shouldn't have, that everybody agrees are really bad. Everybody knows that it's bad to push somebody's physical boundaries and like touch them in ways you shouldn't. What Fed did there was bad, and he fucked up. He knows he fucked up, and nobody should have had to do it. So Fed knows that, and this is something that everybody sees as bad. But like girls hardcore leading on guys and like mind fucking them out of existence. And,
It's
like,
bad, but no one really
destroying
knows about
themselves
it.
Like this is still seen as kind of like a funny meme.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Poki's not gonna get any bad backlash over it.
Well,
You're gonna get like the normal like YouTube shitters like Leafy and Keemstar. They're probably already making videos about this if they haven't already, and they're gonna talk about how evil she is, blah 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 blah. But like sponsors aren't gonna cut somebody over like interpersonal drama like this.
No,
like,
I'm not saying sponsors, but the shit that's more fucked is just the basically trying to evict Yvonne, like, and saying she did it.
Who
Like,
cares? But yeah, but what like name like
name
one name one repercussion. What do you think's gonna happen? Do you think anybody's gonna turn down like Poki could message me tomorrow and be like, hey, listen, do you want to stream? I'm like, yeah, sure, fuck it. Like no one's gonna turn down like that collaboration opportunity. Like nobody's going to like stop associating with her. Nobody's gonna like pass me. Like she's still like one of the largest people like in this space. Like none of that doesn't matter. Like
Fed should have dropped this a long time ago, to be honest.
I don't know if he
I
could
feel
have.
a huge mistake waiting that long. Why? Why not? Like, when did this all drop? Like the whole.
He's been working on this for months. If you look at the Imager documents, right? The problem though is that like you have to figure the Yvonne bomb dropped in the middle of like the fucking Me Too arc of the gaming world. Okay, we were on the fucking shores of Normandy watching streamers getting dropped left and right by Me Too machine gunners. Okay. To be clear, I was on the side of most of those Me Too statements. Those weren't bad or anything. I'm just trying to set the stage for you, okay? You've got bombs dropping all over the place, okay? And like Fed is literally on the beach, shot in the leg because he got Me Too'd as well, okay? He's not gonna make it. Doesn't matter what he drops at that point. Like he's down for the count.
When was this that happened? When was that?
This was months ago. I think it was during like the whole Me Too thing. I think around that. No, it must have been a little bit before that, right?
Didn't this like kick it off?
What kick what off?
Like, was Fed one of the first ones that was in that whole thing? Was that towards the end of the Me Too Holocaust, I guess?
I don't know. So much of what Destiny speculated and said today isn't true. Well, Yvonne, if you or Poki want to release a statement countering any of it, I think you guys should do it, because this paints a really bad picture of Poki. If you want to step up and defend her, you can. But I don't think, honestly, honest to God, even if everything Fed posted here is true, like, I think you guys should fine. Like, nobody really is going to give a fuck about this, like, in terms of, like, this being bad shit. It's all just interpersonal drama, so.
Or you can hop in Discord and talk to
No, shut the fuck
right
up. No, fuck off. Yeah, but anyway, I don't think, I don't think that, I don't think Fed could have come out any earlier. It just would have looked really bad. Like, the timing on anything would have been, like, super fucked, you know?
Also, I want to address the whole like this was leaked. He didn't drop it. He definitely intended for this to be out here.
Yeah,
right
if
now.
this
There's
is
no
being
fucking
messaged
way.
anonymously to people on Twitter, I'm sure he like sent it to somebody and told them like, hey, DM.
Which
this.
actually, how did we look into that? The fact that he wouldn't post it directly.
It's possible that he shared it with a few close friends first. There's like a multitude of reasons. One, it's possible that he shared it with a couple close friends and then they leaked it, hoping it would get posted. It's possible he shared it with a few close friends and told them he wasn't sure about posting it and was going to delete it, and then they leaked it so that it would get posted because they thought people should hear about it. It's possible that he posted it and then, or that he made it, but he didn't want to post it publicly. He would say, I don't really want to post it, but then he himself leaks it anonymously so that he can be like, oh fuck, I didn't want to release that, I'm really sorry, so that he could like remove it. Like there's like a lot of reasons why how this could have happened.
I think it's the latter option.
Maybe we don't know. We have no idea.
We
You can think whatever, but we have no idea. It could be like this is all like super duper speculation. We have no fucking idea. There's a million different ways that how this could have happened, right? We don't have any more information about that. Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.
Oh no! Dude doing some sort of carb means what you think it means. Let me slurp on that shit. Hell yeah. The bestiality.
Oh, he's watching the Poki statement right now.
She was pretty supportive about me getting help and changing, yet a month later I posted a photo on myself. 1 hour later she unfollowed me off all social media, and 2 hours later she posted this tweet with comments taken straight from my post. It seems she is less interested in seeing me change and more interested in seeing me canceled. And okay, he did post this like a month after everything happened. And I did tweet, I was like, in this industry, a girl fucks up with a fake fish. A guy fucks up, OMG King, don't worry.
I like how she just laughs off all the shit that she says.
And I won't lie, that is some petty shit I did. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, they're unrelated. You know, like, yeah, I saw it. And I just, you know, I didn't want to see.
And you know all that toxic shit I did? Yeah, it's pretty funny actually.
I don't know if this is like something I'm supposed to apologize for. I think I'll just admit, like, yeah, I did this. Is it the nicest thing? No, but also, I was just so over it.
Oh.
I was really just so over it. And I'm gonna be honest about that.
Oh, I want to pickpocket you.
I will also admit and try to be like as transparent as possible. This also stems a little bit from seeing different situations with others, and seeing like people. Like I will.
No, you can't say it was petty and then try to justify it.
I'll say some weird shit like 6 years ago and.
Yeah, wait, what the fuck?
Like never let it go. So I did feel a bit of like.
That's true of literally every public figure on the internet. You think anybody lets anything go from years ago?
This is also of mine, but also just being a petty bitch sometimes. Alright, the intervention aftermath. I just want to quickly mention all the steps I took after the intervention. As a house, they agreed that they didn't want to see me burn and that I was going to release my own statement. Everyone's approval. When the intervention happened, I took it all very seriously. I was so sorry and remorseful. I went back to my room, feeling well, scared alone, complete shock. I called 3 people and told them what happened. should I talk about this? Because I guess this isn't really relevant to me.
I like how she keeps asking, should I talk about this? I was like, of course everyone's gonna say yes.
Yeah, I'm. This is peak drama.
A little bit. Essentially, he's saying like, after the intervention, I spoke to some people about it, and the way those people talked to people in OTV about it made OTV feel like I wasn't taking it seriously, even though Fed felt he was taking it seriously. And again, when I found this document, I actually had a very upfront conversation with him about like, these are the specific things you did and said that made us think you weren't taking what we said very seriously, and also making us feel like you were kind of just trying to figure out what was next for you, as opposed to really reflecting on like your past mistakes. And he was like, "Oh, okay, I understand." I also want to say, throughout this entire process,
Azura, stop.
what we
Hand it
released
over to
publicly
me.
was always
I will-
in Yvonne's
I will
hands,
commune
and
with
I
Azura.
think that's how it should be. I would
Azura,
never
Mother of Roses,
pressure
goddess of
someone to
dusk
talk
and
about
dawn. Your
talk about
chosen
something so
champion
personal
has
publicly,
returned your star.
and that's just the way we went
She
about it.
wishes to
So
speak
it's like,
to you herself.
Oh wait, 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 wait,
you
wait,
don't
wait,
want to
wait,
talk
wait,
about
wait.
it publicly, we won't. Now you feel like it's the right turn to, then we will. Like, that was just bottom line for me. I really wanted to, at the very least, have that private intervention and hope that he gets better. When it comes to how we handled it publicly, that's a group decision and an Yvonne decision. I mean, an Yvonne decision in regards to what she says publicly, but how we handle it is a group decision. And overall, it's clearly poking out a very volatile relationship, and I'm certainly guilty of being inconsiderate, oversharing, and breaking her trust. But I hope that this new information sheds a light on my side of things and gives a lot of much-needed context that was initially provided. Never at any point was I trying to be manipulative or keep Poki from being friends. I never wanted Yvonne fired. It horrifies me for how much and for how long misinformation about me and my character have been out there.
I think it's Fed's memo right now. Like,
Place your hands
memo.
on the altar.
I
Greetings,
think the
mortal.
rest is also.
You have followed my guidance through the veils of
If I miss
twilight
anything in my doc,
and rescued my star from Malin Varen.
Well, he's inside of it, but
But his soul still resides within, protected by his
I
enchantments.
will say it
Until
is
he is
so
purged,
tiring
my
to
artifact is
talk
useless to
me
you.
because Fed did some really distasteful things that many of our friends spoke out about, and this kind
Eventually, the star will fade back into my realm in oblivion. But I doubt you have the 100 or so years it
from
would
the more
take to
important
wait.
things. Though I
No,
do
only
understand
one
he
option
feels that
remains. I will
would
send
make
you
it look worse than
inside
it
the
is.
star. You
Two
will
wrongs don't
banish
make a right, and
Malin's
this
soul
document is
there.
just so
Tell me
wrong
when you
on
are ready,
so
mortal.
many levels. He was close to me for 2
Have
plus
faith,
years,
mortal.
so
I will be watching over you.
could make me look sus, especially out of context.
Ah,
I'd
my
like to think
disciples have
that
sent
I've
me a
grown
fresh
since then,
soul.
but also
Why?
it's the worst.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Wait, what was wrong about the document? It feels like she like she basically laughed off all the parts she didn't want to go deep into, and then like, wait, what was wrong about it?
This is my realm now.
It doesn't change what he did, and at the end of the day, it's kind of just more public entertainment and drama.
Ah, these were the statements that I was waiting for. Not worth going into. We moved past it. Blah blah blah. I'm surprised she even went this far. Though.
Jesus!
I wouldn't do anything.
Yeah. Also, I understand that conspiracy theories are enticing, but there is no big bad ruthless businesswoman. We've always told Yvonne that when it comes to this very delicate matter, it is entirely up to her. And
okay.
OTV, 23 people, something like that, and I don't. I just really don't. Of course, I would say.
Why am I so weak, dog?
So.
No. Hold on. Hey, shouts.
Wow.
Oh my god, they fucking resisted it like fully, dog. No! I killed him too!
My truth, his truth.
Alternative facts. Oh man.
Far from, same with that. I'm really sad that what was friendship
No, stop it.
to all of this, like it genuinely feels like surreal. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna mentally process that.
No, stop it. Wait, hold on.
Ever again. I'm genuinely trying not to be involved in drama. Hence why I spoke to him about the stuff.
Oh, not Dragon Rend. Okay, thank god.
The star is free to purify itself. Don't worry, mortal. I will return you before you are cleansed.
Also, don't forget to wish Skara and Toast a happy birthday.
My star has been restored, and Malin's soul has been consigned.
It's so quiet. Stop. You're so loud.
You have done well, mortal.
I feel like this is the worst of every world that I could have hoped for. So I'm
Laughs off
pretty
all of her
sure
stuff.
I lost my bet with Dan because she did go
As
line
was
by line,
destined,
but she went
you
line
are
by
free
line
to
and didn't
use
say
my
anything.
star.
Yeah, she went line by line and said fuck off.
How did we manage to get the worst of both worlds on this? Wait, what the fuck? this
Farewell,
sucks
mortal.
shit.
Know that Azura will be guarding over the threads of your fate
Brings up a fair
in
point
the
where
twilight.
he says I lied about not knowing what happened when he moved on. On my stream, I said how I was so upset. Thinking back at the times, I was worried about Yvonne's behavior. I was worried about Yvonne's behavior and how much she was or wasn't dedicated to OTV. When in reality,
Oh, I was gonna do a couple things. Hold on. A, so I'm gonna turn this up a little bit more because I realized that I can actually turn up audio a little bit more. As long as my voice is overpowering the thing, people can
is me pretending like I
turn me
didn't
down.
know. But what I meant was
Like,
that
full volume should
I
be, like,
had
relatively
known
loud.
for so many months. And then there was a point in time where
Anyways.
I heard about what had happened, but I did not have full details.
All I know is that
didn't know
Skyrim's a
about
little
it
loud
to
right
the
now.
extent that it was spoken about publicly.
This is so
not
weaselly.
in
Ah!
statement. I didn't know it happened twice. You know, like I just heard that something inappropriate had happened between Fed and Yvonne. But prior to me hearing about this, which was at least half a year after the actual incident, there was a half a year of me like essentially like seeing Yvonne in a light that was false. Does that make sense? So yeah. I didn't know full details until it fully came out, but I did know at some point many months, or I had heard about it many months after it did come out. So that's where it's a bit complicated. And when I was saying, like, I'm really frustrated that I had certain thoughts, I was referring to the many months that I had no clue. And I understand he took it as me, like, saying that I didn't know prior at all, but that's not what I'm trying to say. And I also, like, I think even Toast said he tried to talk to Fed about it at one point. So I think I found out, like, a bit after Toast. But even then, I really, I didn't know everything, and I didn't know to the severity that it was.
What else have to do? That hammer? I don't know where the fuck to get the hammer. I think there's like a...
Shungite rocks. Do you know what Shungite is? Anybody know what Shungite is? No, not Sugnite. I think he's locked up at prison. I'm talking Shungite. Anyways, it's a 2 billion year old like rock stone that protects against frequencies and unwanted frequencies that may be traveling in the air. That's my story. I bought a whole bunch of that stuff. Put them around the La Casa, little pyramids, stuff like that. Another doc to talk about today. Alright, yeah, sorry. Please do ask me any misconceptions. I want to make sure that just fucking get it all out there. This
Can we
is
sub
like
and talk?
cringe overlord for me. Overlord? Overload. I'm the overlord. But yeah.
What a view.
I know this doesn't have much to do with the situation. Was Fed the only reason you moved out? No, not the only, but a big pushing force. Do you
What
feel
the
moving
fuck
out
is
has
up
allowed you
there?
to get closer with OTV members and your current roommates?
It looks like a horse is like
Actually,
poking
I
his
feel
head.
like now I'd be more than happy to move back in because my relationships with everybody in the house is like way better than it was before. Crazy. So yes, it has allowed me to get closer, but I don't think it was so much
I've had trouble
moving
with
out as
swimming.
it was like all this other stuff and these talks. And again, I don't want to blame Fed, but
I'm blaming Fed.
More comfortable with him not being around, and that has made it easier, again, for certain barriers to come down and for me to make certain connections. Not entirely his fault, but again, it was just.
But totally his fault.
Yeah, you guys get it. Are you happy now? Very important. And after lease expires on your house, would you consider moving back in with OTV members? I would. I am much happier now. Thank God. Is it over? Bridge burn forever. I think we are on decent terms, actually.
Until next time.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this. I think we all want to move the fuck on.
I pretend not to care about you celeb drama.
Like a bridge burn because
Remains neutral. I don't care.
Not in the way it usually sounds because I'm not here slinging shit at him.
I'm just curious.
I'm not, you know.
I'm not like invested in the drama. I just want to know what the
private
fuck's going on.
Even in the one screenshot I showed you guys, I'm not looking up dirt.
Like whatever happens with this, I don't. Not. Oh no!
Shit. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Fucking weird.
Wait, what? The fuck? Of course, Fed's in chat. What the fuck? You're talking about him publicly.
Does Fed know you're talking about it now? Well, yeah, seems like it.
Right, so no.
Is this?
Back to the question.
Is this a performance?
Yeah, of course he's in the chat. What the?
You must know this, right? Why is she saying this? This is for the
Oh no! I thought Fed would never see this. What the fuck? It's fucking public. You're the largest streamer on the fucking platform.
Like, play?
Miskiff leak. He said he did it, and I think he should get better content. Actually, I've changed my stance on Miskiff. I think he got better content. Yep. Miss kind of alright. Yep. Kind of a decent dude.
This is so dumb.
Kind of decent.
Can I sell my sword to you? Can I buy anything from you that?
Right,
my sword is worth
back to
$2,000.
I mean,
Jesus fuck me.
But,
okay, is there anything to disenchant?
do I unsub mode it because that feels a little bit chaotic?
Target takes shot.
Do you have any oh, you know what?
Frost damage.
Wait, I'm genuinely curious. I just don't know if she does it when she's. Does she always do like the gangster talk stuff? Is that always been like a Poki mannerism? I just don't know because I don't watch any streams at all.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Okay.
hope you continue to live with the girls, bro. I wish I could live with with OTV and with the girls at the same time.
Do I have carrying? No, I definitely have all of these. Magic resistance. Don't know if I have magic resistance. Regardless.
She's from Toronto, Destiny. It's normal there. Oh, maybe. Okay.
True.
Maybe if we
Actually,
didn't live in LA,
that's
we actually
true.
could.
Those do.
I will. As much as I don't want to.
Okay, fuck it. I don't care. This sword is never gonna sell for anything less
I
than.
really need to do D&D, and I kind of want to move on from this. But I also know that if I get more views than Miskip, it's really gonna fucking bother him, even if he pretends it doesn't. So I kind of want to keep streaming and try to ham it up. I'm not really sure. Hold on. Let's see. What do we got a link in chat about?
Fuck D&D.
This clip. Miskip leaked event document. No, don't care.
Again, it was just a situation where I felt like the vibes were off. Most likely
Vibes
because
were
of
off.
the things that they had heard from Fed. I'm not saying that. They told me that. So again, it's not even me trying to put blame on Fed for no fucking reason. This was something that just like whacked me in the face. I wasn't looking for this conclusion. People came to me and they're like, listen.
Something that's also really bad that won't get talked about. Wait, link me the Fed statement so I can make sure I'm not saying anything that hasn't been publicly released. Somebody link me the new Fed statement real quick. Also, what is this? Oh no.
Oh no. Oh fuck.
This is dumb as fuck.
Always be working and consistent. And because of that, we did have to have conversations about Yvonne's position and role within the company.
Hold on, I gotta reread Fed's statement real quick. 1 second.
Fed did complain about Yvonne to people, not just to me. And
Okay, I'm disrespecting Fed here, okay? Because he says at the bottom of this not to make anything public, and I'm gonna go ahead and quote this line. A while ago, Poki and I spoke about what happened. We came to agree that keeping things private and making no further statements publicly was what was the best for both of us. To keep the document private. We wanted to heal and prevent any further harm for people involved. She would make a brief, supportive statement when I returned, and we would go our separate ways. I wonder if this meant that she saw the document and she told him, listen, as long as you don't publish that, when you decide to come back to streaming, I'll be supportive of you. This is a really yikes statement that nobody's going to talk about, but like, that feels a little blackmail-y to me. You know, like, listen, I saw your document. I understand. It's cool. Maybe you shouldn't publish that. And then when you come back, maybe I'll make a little.
I'll host you.
Supporting your return.
Yeah.
Maybe. You know, if you don't publish it.
And I'll host you. Like,
That's what it feels like to me. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, but yeah.
texts that I feel don't really add much value. Like, yeah, we flirted. I don't know what else there is really for me to say.
Whoa! Whoa!
Like
What the
an
fuck?
unfortunate petty thing.
Damn, that's fucking hot as
I
fuck.
actually wasn't trying to be possessive of him at the time. Also, all of these screenshots are from like wildly different times. So if you see screenshots from like when we were talking and then when we weren't, and then from back then later on, you're gonna think that it's like a constant push and pull. But that was never my intention. And yep, clock. Why did you call it yep clock? I don't know.
Okay, fuck. I need to do D&D. Time to go torpedo my viewership. Listen. I do political drama, okay? That's supposed to be the thing that I talk about. Trump pardoned Flynn today. That's supposed to be the important news of the world. Not fucking Pokemon and fucking Fedmeister. Or
sorry,
my
not the whole
Fedster.
thing.
Whatever that drama was.
I don't know why people want me to go into text where I'm like, you're cute. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, this shit should not be out there anyways. What do you want me to say? That's what I'm confused about.
Okay, fuck.
Also, I think a lot of
Maybe just
people are
kill
really,
Lilia.
understandably so, perhaps, hard pressed on like specific details about like, you guys were this close when you said you were friends, and you were saying this, you were saying. I'm not saying I handled the situation perfectly. I am human being. I don't have like 10 billion years of dating experience. This was like an experience of sorts, and I'm living and I'm learning. I really I just don't know what to say. I didn't handle it perfectly. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry you guys have to read and learn about this cringy shit. But like, you're not meant to, because you are never in my shoes. You were never in his shoes. You were never a third person observer. No one can properly judge a private relationship or friendship from one person's like venting journal entry.
I like how she didn't bring up the fact that after they had a clear talk about boundaries, that in December, months and months later, she was begging him to come to her bed and sleep with him.
In my opinion. Do you guys remember what triggered this whole manifesto? This whole incident?
Hit up
something completely unrelated.
the Yvonne stuff. Always go back to that.
So again, I'm sorry. It's not that I'm trying to like intentionally be vague or pretend like I did nothing
When they
wrong.
taste of death,
It's
the
just,
ring
like,
increases.
It's just a personal situation. I didn't handle it perfectly, and he didn't either, and that's That's
I think
really
the brother
just
of Varelius, you can
That's
find him
really
in
just that.
Understone
And I feel
Keep,
like
blocking a
further,
door to the Hall of
like,
the Dead.
reading into every word isn't gonna make a difference.
Where the fuck is Understone Keep? Oh, it's in Minecraft.
Also, people keep bringing up the sleepovers. I don't know if you guys remember, but Fed slept in like everybody's room. That was like an active meme.
Oh, I hate it so much. I can't say anything because I fucking can't leak anything. He was not sleeping in other people's rooms the way that he slept in Poki's room. It's just not true. But you can all tell it by reading the messages. I can't believe she's saying
fuck, I thought that's a dude. Oh no, I can feel his fucking
it's
pain.
obvious reading the messages. Like, do you
fuck.
think that he was sharing those types of messages back and forth with every other girl in the house? Does it really
Yeah,
feel that
does
way?
it
Do you
really feel
think
like he's
that's
literally
happening?
flirting
Do you
with
really feel
everybody?
like that's
It doesn't
happening?
even look like it from the messages. Fuck!
I'm just kidding. I don't know shit, guys. I'm just making shit up for drama. But just reading the messages, okay? Reading the messages. Do you really think that he was sleeping in every single girl's room like that? Do we really believe that was the case? Like,
It's about the Hall of the Dead. It's where people in the city are buried. I can't talk about it.
I totally get what you're saying about the friend thing.
We've
It's hard to
discovered
be
that
yourself
some of
and
the
make
dead
friends
have
if you
been-
feel uncomfortable around
We haven't
people
caught-
or if you
you could
feel
get to the
like they
bottom of this
already don't like you.
arcade.
Exactly. The
not
vibe.
to mention the fact that Preacher's totally glossing over the Fed wanted Yvonne fired thing, which was not true.
Yeah.
First, it was Fed wanted Yvonne fired. Then it was, okay, well, I wanted Yvonne fired because it was things that Fed said. Like, then it was, I wanted Yvonne fired because of things that Fed did to Yvonne that I didn't know he'd done to Yvonne, but I wanted her fired. Like,
I think he mentioned trying to talk to Fed about it and just feeling like he couldn't get through to him as much as he wanted, or talking to Fed about
Not many would walk blindly
whatever
into a
issues
crypt,
it was.
smelling the
and
steel and blood.
I think
but
it's just him, and I also wishing that things didn't go the way that they did.
I feel the hunger inside of you, gnawing at you. You see the dead, and your mouth grows wet. Your stomach growls.
Not at all, actually.
Also, I'm so sorry. If at any point
It's all right.
my
I will
tone
not
is
shun
off
you for
or
it.
anything like that.
Stay.
Again,
I will tell you
haven't
everything
slept
I've forgotten.
in 30 whatever hours. I haven't eaten in a while, so I am not in the best state. But
You were
I
young
hope
when you
that
first
this
tasted human flesh, weren't you? A brother or
provided
sister had died.
some much needed
Then
clarity.
the hunger set in.
The
It's
TLDR
okay.
is essentially
You
like
found a friend who
shit between me and Fed. We both fucked up,
You
and
can
we're
let go
both
of your guilt.
the F over it, really. So we
A
hope
lot
that
of
you
our
guys
friends
can
block
be
out the
too.
memory of their first meal. The shame is too much.
And everything
Namira, the Lady
else
of
is
Decay,
up
accepts
to you
you
guys
for
to
what you
judge,
are.
because
She has a place
he
for
put his
us
side
where we
there, I
can-
put mine.
It's inside
and
Reachcliff Cave.
I just ask you
But
guys
the
be
dead have
reasonable,
stirred from her slumber
respectful,
recently, and meet
and
me
try
there.
to
Until
perhaps
then, tell the people of Markarth that their dead won't
compare it to situations in your life, you know?
You were young when you first tasted human flesh, weren't you? A brother or sister had died. An accident.
Yeah.
I will be waiting.
well,
Peter said earlier today on stream there was something he knew that was a lie in the doc. Would you want
I wonder what he knows, though.
I was
I'm so
waiting for you to
interested.
speak on it in
bullshit. What a lying fuck. What is Peter? What was it? What was the lie?
recommend Peter and anyone else to say whatever they want. I really don't want to.
Nope, he won't. I bet they won't. I bet they won't say shit. They didn't want to say anything that Poki was going to contradict later on.
Feels for me. I don't want anyone to feel like they need to be involved. And yeah. So really, anybody's welcome to say anything, whether they want to corroborate my side, his side, you know, or just give their like third-party opinion of like, guys.
Peter basically came out and he was like, oh, I think Peter came out and he said one thing. He was like, there was one thing in that document and it was wrong, but I'm not going to say what. Like, okay, dude.
There was something in there that's wrong,
What,
but you can decide
was
what.
Peter-
Okay, fuck
Did
off.
Peter do some fucked up shit in the past? Why do I know that name? Maybe not. Was he the one that did the thing? I don't want to say the thing. If
He didn't do the thing.
Who am I thinking of? Fuck, I don't want to bring up like old dumb drama. Yeah, was Peter the one who left that message in the Twitch chat with the Albert
look at
drama? Was he that guy? Or am I thinking of something different? Yes, he was. Yeah. What a little clout shark piece of shit.
Whoa!
That guy.
Wait, half the chat's
Oh,
saying no.
Never
Hold
mind.
on.
Wait, why are you guys saying yes if he wasn't? Muse. Why are you saying yes a million times? Ooh. Muse, you're on trial. It was Calvin. Way to
Banned.
go, Muse, you dumb fuck. Okay, never mind. Peter's off the hook for that one.
I'll try to chill.
I was hoping you would say that.
Put it behind us.
Okay, well, that's done. Well, who's excited for XQC's 100,000 viewer return stream today? Not doing any Minecraft today, I guess.
I don't care.
Okay, I love you guys all. Let's all take some deep breaths, okay? We have processed late drama. Somehow, we got the worst of every world. She made a very long statement where she went line by line.
And also said nothing.
Addressed none of the juicy stuff. Managed to hand wave basically everything. And managed to be simultaneously detailed, yet completely lacking any details.
Any detail at the same
whatsoever.
time.
Yeah, wow. I don't really know what to say.
Besides, what a complete waste of time. What's this way?
She is a true politician. Oh, yeah, fuck, hold on. I do like to benefit off of this. I changed my mind. I want Twitter followers. It's the only social I care about. Well, I guess I want YouTube too, but... Make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell for the notifications. But actually, really, I just want Twitter followers, okay? If I get enough, I can run for president. Okay, there you go.
Well, it's not you, though. It's your friend. Your friend can run for president. He looks exactly like you.
Don't, wait. Fossabot, don't spam it a million times. Wait, is that a person or is that...
Fuck it, I don't want the chest.
Oh wait, XQC's already live? Twitch mods can make it spam out. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. When I go into a chat... Oh, wait, hold on. I can, well, let me drop some real quick hot takes while you guys are here, while I have your attention, okay? Listen to me. It is cringe, and I know at least some of you out there fit in this category, okay? It is cringe when I go into a clip or whatever, when there's some funny moment going on in a streamer's stream, and there's 4 fucking mods filling the chat with
Yes!
You're there to moderate. If you want to spam a little bit to join the chat, that's fine. Nobody
Say it
wants
once
to
or
see
twice,
your fucking
but
spam
we don't want to see you filling the entire
you seem like
chat.
the kind of person that would like take a girl to a date at McDonald's and be like, oh, by the way, you ever see those funny clips of Lyric? Look at the side. You're gonna see my name there next to the Omega Lols 50 million fucking times because literally all I do is smash my fucking nose over and over again on the Control V key on the fucking keyboard. Like, come on, dude. You stop. All right. Let other people celebrate. You don't have to be, especially when chat's from slow mode. It's like the only reason you're out. Don't do that, okay? Shit. Okay, hold on. When we have eyes here, what else? What other things do I hate about most of you people? Because I do. I hate most Twitch viewers. Really, I really do. What else? What else? What else? What else? Think real quick. What other hot takes do we have for the
Thanks for
LSF community at large?
Now we need to prepare a grand feast. You will have the honor of bringing a fresh kill for the main course, and I know the perfect a priest filled with the taste of an easy life, Brother Verilus from. Give him
Okay, I think that's all I have for now. Actually, I think it's time to go do D&D.
And when he stands in Amira's presence,
Oh,
she will
I don't know if I want to plug this to you guys. If you support Democratic senators for Congress, if you want to see Democrats own Congress, which is important, in Georgia, I'm going to be doing canvassing with other people on the ground. If you're interested in that, stay tuned to my YouTube or my Twitter where I will be tweeting out and posting YouTube videos on when we're going to get together to do canvassing. It will be in Atlanta, Georgia. If you live near there, check that out. I don't have like a central link to direct you right now, but it'll be for the Senate runoff elections for the Senate race in Georgia. There you go. There's that. Anything else? Oh, Jamie on the Minority Report sucks ass. Sam Cedar needs to dump that motherfucker and get somebody with a brain to do commentary because holy...
True!
Anybody with anarcho anything in their name has worthless political opinions and you should rightfully ignore every single thing they say. That's a politics take.
Yeah, well, I'm
what
not
else do
gonna
we have?
Every time, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to. She says like some good stuff, but then yeah, like it's like kind of like drops off the deep end. It's like
Noam Chomsky's based as fuck. Anybody that calls themselves a socialist or a communist is white, even the non-white people.
wait.
Fall Guys and Among Us are trash games. Just kidding. The Fall Guys and Among Us drama that's posted on Reddit is trash. The worst arc of any LSF time period for drama has been the Among Us drama.
Oh my god, true. Oh my.
The guy that
Oh my. Oh my god,
Oh
true.
my
Oh
God.
my, true.
The Among Us drama LSF phase has been the most content drought fucking era the entire LSF history. Holy shit. What
Boring.
an unbelievably
Oh,
horrible
no
meta
stakes
for
in
LSF
anything.
drama.
It's just some fucking.
Terrible. We need to go back to it. You ever notice that
game.
LSF is literally just like
The hell's that?
funny clips of popular streamers? That's really all it is. There's like no
There's
it's
nothing
not
else.
even like funny clips anymore. It's literally just
Drama clips. Just cringe.
it's literally just here are like the 10 most popular LSF streamers and here's all the clips that their
Here.
communities post and then upvote about them.
Yeah.
Who cares about chess drama? Chess drama was kind of funny for a little bit. Oh, another take. Saikuno is cringe. I said it. He is. But also,
Saikuno is
I don't really
cringe.
care that much. He's doing really well streaming. Congratulations to him.
True. But I will never, ever watch him. Because that is cringe.
Oh,
Where am I going?
one final statement. K-pop is shit. The culture around it is fucking horrible. The people around it are
K-pop, I know
miserable
nothing
as
about
fuck.
this. I
The
have
beauty
no opinion
standards
on
are
it.
literally unachievable. Garbage culture for garbage people that don't like to interact with or consume content from real breathing human beings.
Possibly
Some of the
true.
songs are
Again,
okay.
I don't know
That's it.
anything about K-pop. I really have no opinion on this. Where's the fucking entrance?
Make a statement for Lily to play. Listen, I love
Okay,
Lily.
well,
She's
fuck,
an awesome
whatever.
person. I bear no ill will against her. I don't know if we'll ever talk again. But, okay. All right, I'm hopping over. I play Dungeons and Dragons every week at this time. I'm gonna go do that. It's been fun. I want you guys to stay safe. I want you guys to ripperino into the Papachinos. Make sure to tune in here for all your favorite drama. And
Lay down and rest while we get the meal ready.
yeah.
I need to lay down. I'll just be a minute.
Come with me.
Make sure to like and
Our
subscribe to my
feast is
YouTube.
about to begin.
Yeah. Ms. Kiff calls Maya. Oh, hold on, wait. More drama, real quick. Wait, real quick.
Lisbeth is a fucking.
I remember my first feast.
Lisbeth's the chick who sells stuff in the store, right?
Hi.
You decide.
Oh my god, are we gonna go over the LSF stuff?